welcome to Women's Corner this week, and we have an in-house guest today. It's so amazing to always have in-house guests. Sometimes we love the Zoom too, we love them, but when you have an in-house guest, the feel is usually different because you can always explore the moment, ask your questions without even thinking too much. Anyways, before we introduce the first tip for the day, I will do the honors of introducing our guest, and of course her name is Adebambo Yetunde. I feel like singing for you. I don't know why. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you too.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
I love your smile.
Thank you very
But first,
much.
dash me your color.
Don't give me that one. I can't dash you.
Anyway, it's good to have you in the house. Of course, she came very early, and we love when our guests are punctual. And trust me, she's about to share her success story on how she is an entrepreneur. At the same time, she's also an aviator. She's also a trainer. She's a lot of things, and trust me, I'm sure by the time we end this program, we'll give you another designation to add to your profile. Anyway, she will be talking a lot about her success story, how she is an entrepreneur, at the same time an aviator, and at the same time she owns her own collection. She's into a lot of things. Her footwear, we can zoom to her footwear. That footwear is amazing. Yeah, she does all of that. Anyways, you're welcome. And we're going to go for a first tip for today, and we'll come back to the studio to continue the program with Patricia and of course Yetunde. I hope I'm for you today before you. Anyways, let's go for this tip. The first tip we have today is 10 everyday life hack that you should know. We'll be right back.
10 everyday life hacks you should know. Life hacks have become one of the biggest trends on the internet in recent years. Life hacks are clever tips, techniques, and shortcuts that make little tasks easier. Their strategies adopted in order to manage one's time and daily activities more efficiently. Below is a list of some life hacks you should know. Store bed sheets inside the pillowcase. After changing or washing your bed sheets, fold them inside the pillowcase before storing them in your closet. This way you won't have to be hunting when you need them. Use a tea bag to get rid of smelly shoes. If you have bad smelling shoes, place 1 or 2 dry tea bags inside each shoe to absorb the smell. Use a wooden spoon to stop your pot from boiling over. Place a wooden spoon over the top of your pot to prevent it from boiling over. Open a stock lid. To open a stubborn jar lid, run hot water over the lid for about 30 seconds, wipe off water and open the lid with ease. Chew apple for fresh breath. If you forgot to brush your teeth before leaving your home, or you notice that your breath smells funny, chewing an apple will help freshen your breath. Get rid of migraine with cold water. If you have a migraine, get a bowl of ice cold water, put your hands into the water and begin to gently flex your hands in the water for as long as you can endure. This should help get rid of the dreadful headache. Spruce up wrinkled clothes with a flat iron. Your flat iron works on more than just your hair. You can spruce up a collar or dress hem using your flat iron. Make your shoe waterproof using beeswax. Spread beeswax all over your shoes and use a blow dryer to melt beeswax until it's totally invisible. This trick will help make your shoes waterproof. Unclog your drain using vinegar. Mix half cup of baking soda and half cup of vinegar and pour into your clogged drain to unclog it. Rinse off with water when it stops filling. Light a candle with a stick of spaghetti. If you find it difficult to reach for the wick of your candle, light a stick of spaghetti and use it to light a candle.
Okay, alright, you're welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner. I hope we heard that. 10 tips, 10 ways and hacks that every woman should know. So yes, we're back to Yetunde. So I will not sing for you today. Anyway, it's good to have you again. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so yeah, so you are an aviator, you're an entrepreneur. So I want to ask, which came first? Was it the aviator or the being an entrepreneur?
Okay, I've been an entrepreneur. Just latest then, I started then, like baby steps. Then eventually, I got a company. That's the aviation Saber Travel Network. Yes, and since 2012, it's
wow.
But for now, though, kind of an absence. Trying to focus more on my business. Yes,
my
business or my brand, because I really want to go
global
higher. Yes, really want to go higher. I want to go into production now.
Oh, nice.
So that's why I had to kind of step back for some years back. But for life, always an aviator.
Always an aviator. Once an aviator, always aviator. So tell us your story. How did you start up this business? What was the what was the drive? What was the passion?
Okay, the thing is that I love fashion.
Oh.
Okay, it's just showing on you.
Without even me, like trying. I love fashion. I love when I see women have them. And I look at every woman that I see, anything beautiful, and I'm like, my God, this is beautiful. How can I curate this? How can I add this color to give this fabric to this fabric to give this? What bag can you wear on this? What shoe can you wear on this to give this? And before I knew it, while every time I travel, when my company takes me out of the country, I go to things, you understand, I come back home, try to sell to people. I'm like, nah, this is not really I want to
You want to do the business.
I want to go into the depth of this business thing, into this fashion thing.
Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful.
And I kickstarted officially in 2016. I registered the company through the grace of God, Digital Signature Collections, 2017. Yeah, and it was not funny though.
I wanted to ask,
it was not easy.
The funding and the training, did you get any of that, or how did you go about it?
I didn't have any official training about fashion.
Okay.
I have training on aviation. You understand? So many training on aviation. But fashion, because it's something passion for me. I never went through any basic training or whatsoever. So I had to gather everything along the line, online, physical, what I see, and I know what I see. Do you understand? I work with what I see, and that was it for me. So eventually, I help people. People will come to me. It's how to combine this. What can I wear on this? Even in the office, what can I wear on this? What can I do with this? How can I mix? And I tell them, I think this is a thing. This. Yeah,
that's nice. That gives
you joy.
Oh yeah, no, it gives me joy.
Yeah,
I see. I love women. Oh, I love women so much. I love my fellow women.
But you have to love women supporting women.
Because there's just something about women. I'm like, nah, women are strong, and they are beautiful and gorgeous. No matter how, anyway, anyhow, they just try coming out. And so because of that, I'm like, I would really love to do something about women. Because a lot of men come to me, TikTok, you are not selling men to them, you're not doing anything about men. I'm like, nah, just for now, it's all about women. Over time, when God gives me insight, then.
And trust me, even to be honest, women are the people always in the market.
Yes.
They
want you to look very
I'm telling you, have 20 shoes, women will still go over by 20
I sell shoes. I've been bringing in shoes for like, say, 7-8 years now. My sister, I was stupid person, but I would see a shoe store.
A shoe store, are you seeing that?
So, it's a thing for women. There are times I ask some of my clients, have you started selling shoes? And they're like, no, man. You bought 10 shoes.
And you're not selling shoes.
And you're not selling shoes.
She's wearing them.
New one comes again.
You want to buy.
You're
buying.
So women love shoes.
I love shoes.
Because of that thing, when you see people who love something, it gives me joy that I bring out a particular thing, you keep coming for it out of goodness. And those women, my clients, they show me massive.
Speak about them. I love the way you're talking about your customers.
Passionate about
telling you, and that's beautiful. So have you encountered any challenge when it comes to funding? Like you said, it's amazing the fact that being an aviator takes you outside the country, so it's like easy access. You get what you want to get and you bring it back. But have you faced any kind of challenges when it comes to funding?
Oh, yes, a lot of challenges because like I told you, for now I'm kind of like on leave of absence, or like a sabbatical leave of absence. And before I delved deep into the fashion, this thing, having my own brand and all of those, the way money is now. You can't tie money down. Do you understand? You can't tie money down. And before I knew it, I'd digged into so many. So when it came to the time for me to, start bringing in things, it was pretty hard. And I won't lie to you, I started from the roots. Because I didn't have clients. I only just had basic few clients that I had from my company,
colleagues.
Yeah, and as at that time, the online thing is at 2016, 2017 wasn't really
as strong as now.
Not as strong as now. Social media is not strong as now. So now, which means I need physical clients. And how did I go about that? Do you want me to tell you the story?
Of course, tell us.
So the thing is that I used my car. I was like, okay, fine, Father God, show me the way. How do I do this? And there was a day God just gave me an insight. Okay, abroad they do something called boot sales, and I was like, okay, boot sales, okay, fine. I could recreate this, but how? Where? I stay around on my cager, and I'm like, okay, where can I go to? I don't know how to shop yet. To get a shop goodness, it's better for me to use the money to get the goods. But when I have the goods, where do I put
them to sell?
Yeah, to sell. Good. I was at a crossroad, and that thing just popped to me. My God. Anyways, thank you, my Majesty. And I started doing the boutiques thing. I took my car down to Ogba, my brother, Damilola, and Omotude, my sister. We went down there on the Christmas period 2016, around December 21st. And the few items I had, the ones I brought, the old ones, from, we sold out. On Ogba, opposite sentences. I'm telling you.
Oh, are you sure I'm not come across you?
You come across me.
Because I applied that railroad and I see a particular.
And that was how we started. And this thing was not a joke. And on the railroad now, you always have people, governments of the road.
They are not the governments of the road.
And I go to find out, you can come and be doing this thing and all. Because I just wanted to do it for that Christmas. You ladder money, get a little store, and start showcasing.
Sorry to interject, because I know even having a boot store, right? Yeah. Like you said, the government of the road. How did you settle them? Because I know it's not easy. They will not just allow you stay there.
It's not easy, because of the kind of person I am. They are used to their own kind of, let me say, some certain set of people. So now my kind of person, where I'm coming from, it's a bit different from the kind of people they used to meet and all that. One, I don't want to have any houses with them, so I settle them. I ask them what do I need. Just pay us this. They help me clear the road. I bring the car in. I'm telling you, we set up, put a lot of bags on the hood of the car.
Yeah.
Put the
shoes in the boots.
On the bonnet of the car.
Oh, wow.
You. And my younger ones, man, God bless those guys for me. They would hustle the customers and all of those. And as at that time, Tito was not really a name then.
Okay.
That was 2016 December. It was not really a name. So, and that was how we did it for like that 21st, 22nd, 23rd. And we had clients, and people were asking us, are you going to come out on the 23rd? We will not come out. And so we came out on the 27th again, and before you know it. So I wanted the song. But those guys were not like, the road guys. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Because of the money they were
okay.
You're doing good. You could take this thing and not. I was like, set it on the road. That's not coming with me, man. Come on.
You have to go further.
Do you understand?
But sorry to interject, like she said, just like you said, they do it abroad, so why is it different here?
Do you understand? It was a bit different for me because of the world I'm coming from.
Okay.
The world you keep living in, basically.
Yes, and I'm like, what if my CEO sees me on the road?
You know.
What do you sees me on the road? My clients.
That doesn't look good on you.
How am I representing my company? Say, but that's true.
Yeah.
Anyways, but man, that thing told me that. Just like you said now, that people abroad do this.
Of course.
I know that I want to go into this business. I want to create a niche for myself, a name for myself in the future, not just about now. Yeah. Because I can't even work for it anyways. I have to have my own business. I have to start from somewhere. And I mustn't look at any other thing, but how can I do it in such a way that it will be beautiful, it will be classy, it will be poised and gorgeous, and boom. And that was how we started. I got banners. When I come, I would put beautiful chairs on that road. I'll put beautiful chairs on the road. We'll put lightning on the road. We beautify the space. And women, do you know that when women are coming from that 2017, when women are coming from work, they will just come, they will chill.
Sit down.
Sit down.
I'm not joking. Women connected. A lot of women got jobs from one another.
Yeah, talking to each other.
I have a lot of bankers way back then, and then, unlike now that it's even a little bit better, way back then it's all about targets for them. I give them enough clients, and it was beautiful, and we kept selling, and And here we are now, 2000.
So do you have a store now?
Yeah.
I saw the store right there.
Whoa!
The store right there.
That's amazing.
Through the grace of God, Father God, I thank you, Majesty. Those guys moved mountains for me to get to shop there.
How come I haven't seen your shop?
I'm sure you would have seen my shop.
I pass through there every day. That's my
trust me,
route.
you would have seen like.
Okay, I'm coming there today.
I'm going to calculate the geography of that area if I have actually. Is it still opposite?
It's still opposite you know Tantalizers.
Yeah, I know.
But my
No,
shop is still there.
opposite.
Just opposite.
Yes, just opposite.
Is it before the Lush?
The
Lush. There's
oh yeah, the Lush. I think it's a bit after the Lush.
a bit after the.
Yes,
Okay.
back after the Lush.
All right. One of these days will come.
I'll stop by there
Please
today.
do.
Yes, please. Because I like your top, so let's go see.
Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, let's take a chill pill. Let's take a chill pill because I don't know where Yetunde is taking us to. She's taking us to where would you know? But anyways, let's quickly go for a break. After the breakout, we'll take another tip. Of course, we're still talking with Yetunde and she's still sharing a success story. She said a lot about the fashion. Maybe this time around we should know a little bit more about being an aviator. But before that, let's go for tips for a good mental health. And this is just to support every man out there and also women. Like I said, this is Women's Corner, so it's for you. But men, you should listen in. We'll be right back after this tip. Stay with us.
8 tips for a
Yetunde.
good mental health. Mental health is social, psychological, and emotional well-being. Being in a good state of mental health means that you can think clearly, solve problems, and get through the day without anxiety, depression, or all conditions interfering with your activities or interpersonal relationships. Tips to improve a good mental health. Manage your stress levels. Keep control of your stress and make a world of difference when it comes to your mental health, especially if you live with anxiety, and anxiety is on the rise as research suggests. There are several ways you can manage your stress levels. Go out for a walk, dance to your favorite song, do some coloring, or read a thrilling new book. These tips may help you. Remember that it is a personal experience, meaning that each person different ways to manage their stress levels. Try different things and see what works for you. Be mindful. Being in the present is important for managing stress, especially as our modern lives are in constant motion. According to Mindful, a non-profit organization, mindfulness is a basic human ability to be fully aware of where we are and what we are doing, and not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. Try practicing a little mindfulness every day. Maintain relationships. The people around us have more of an impact on our mental health than we think. There are those who bring us joy and others who bring us misery. Remove toxic relationships from your circle. They not only bring you down, they contribute to additional stress. Make sure to maintain your interpersonal relationships with family and friends. Close relationships with people increase your sense of support and fulfill the social aspect of your being. If you do not have close friends, get involved in your community or sign up for an activity. You will meet new people that can become your close friends. Make sure you get the right amount of sleep. We all know the importance of a good night's sleep, and yet we often neglect it. On average, adults need between 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Have trouble falling asleep? Try deep breathing or put on background calming music. Another trick is to not look at electronic devices 1 to 2 hours before going to bed. By looking at a screen, especially in the dark, if you're in bed, you are unbalancing the melatonin levels in your brain, which help with falling and staying asleep. Follow a healthy diet. What we eat can have an impact on how we feel. If you eat too much junk food or miss out on important nutrients, your body will be negatively affected. This doesn't mean you should avoid your favorite junk foods completely. You have to practice moderation. Insert healthier foods like fruit and vegetables in your diet, and don't feel badly when you have the occasional indulgence. Exercise a little every day. A lot of people groan at the dreaded word exercise, but there is no need to fear. Exercise can mean going to the gym and following a regimented routine, but it can also be taking a daily walk around the block.
depending on your schedule and health. There are countless ways to exercise. Even 10 minutes at a time can make a difference. When you exercise, you release endorphins in your brain, which elevates the chemicals that make you feel good. Keep a work-life balance. Sometimes the lines between work and life are blurred, especially when our work emails are always accessible on our phones. Although it might be tempting to check that email that just came in after your work hours, don't look at it. Make sure that there is a separation between your work life and personal life, meaning that you maintain a healthy and enjoy a personal life outside. Reach out to others when in need. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you're struggling. Reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength. Call a friend to talk or visit a community organization that can connect you with the resources that will best help you.
All right, welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner. Well, it's been fun talking about journey for Yetunde. You know how she became a big-time entrepreneur. In fact, I'm short of words. Let me use that because not that I'm short of words actually because we're before the camera, so I'm trying to swallow some things. But anyways, let's talk about you being an aviator.
I wanted to ask her something
Okay,
on
please.
fashion before the aviation thing. Okay, you mentioned that you want to go in deeply.
Yeah.
When you say you want to go in deeply, do you want to start making your clothes? You want to start making your shoes?
Yes, so right now I want to go into production. That's production of clothes, production of shoes, bags.
Wow.
She understands. So I want to go into the planning of it. So I want to go into fashion, the fashion design and business aspects. So I'm still going to school very soon by groceries. So go learn for like maybe 1 year or so. Then I come invest the knowledge.
That's when you now start training. Okay, the training part.
The training part. I train in aviation. I also train fashion too because you know there are times that people want to ask me, oh, where can we source items? Where can we source for shoes, for bags, for clothes? She understand, and I train them on that. And again, the most training I like to even give women is women that are trying to start up. They don't know how to start. They don't have
enough funds.
Enough funds. The funds though, do you understand? I can help in little way I can. But the aspect of where to start, because some people don't have the shop, they don't have the store, and you know. You can start online. I tell people start online. Some will tell you that the online thing they've not been able to break through it. They don't have any clients and all that. Okay, so instead of that, there are so many ways of starting. Start the way I started too. Don't if you want to say you want to get it big. It may take a long time. I started from the main road of Ogba, and I'm proud of myself through the grace of God for this story today. It wasn't easy back then, but here I am right now. You understand? So the thing is that you can start. I invite people, come and start it. If you feel like, oh, you're not so comfortable, you could get somebody to do it with you. If you don't have money to pay the person, then there's a way I help the person out. You bring your items. The person would say, my sales rep will help the person sell another and they make their capital and they go start somewhere else again. So
that's lovely.
That too.
That's beautiful. Wow. As a trainer, for you to do that, you know, taking somebody else's product, you know,
I do
that's beautiful.
Because it's a road. The road is big and
of course,
and there's market for everyone.
There's market for everyone.
Yeah.
There's market for everyone.
True.
In as much as you sell what people need. So that's what I sort of tell people, to sell what people need. Look at this road now. I've been there now since 2016. That's about almost 8 years on that main road. So I know what people always need. Look at this Ankara pants now. It's really moving.
Yeah.
So I told one of my new people that wanted, just what can I do? I just don't stay at home. I see you. You motivate me. And I see this Ankara pants. I sell it myself. It doesn't matter. No matter the amount you bring to this road, you would always
sell.
Bring it here. Bring it down and help yourself. You already know the take stock. You already know the numbers of materials you brought in.
Yeah.
You understand? If it's perfumes, come and sell. If it's earrings, you know,
come and sell.
Come and sell. Whatever it is, just come and sell. And that's
and make your money.
There's some that can really stay on the road. You understand? They're also me. I become a guru.
You are the road.
I'm the road. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it. That's where my money is coming out from.
Yeah.
Wherever the money is coming,
that's where you stay. That's beautiful. So now, it's amazing how you said you've been training a lot of people in aviating. So I want to know, how did you start up being an aviator and still be able to train? And also, is there a certification to your training people to become an aviator?
Okay, so now the thing is that I started on 2012, around that February 2012. Funny enough, I was working before art because I studied geography and regional planning in school.
Nigeria, we always change.
I studied geography and regional planning in school,
Yeah.
Labisi University. And God bless our general manager there, Al-Aji Anifowoshi. I'm not sure if this man will still
Remember you?
Yeah. So then that man, they call me Chonching.
Why?
I look like Asian and all that.
Yeah.
They call me Chakmanchum, Chonchi, and all of those. So the man kept telling me that, see, you're not cut out for this job at all. I see you like in a bigger place. The man really tried for me. There was even a time he got me a job at one company called Ongzen Steel with Mr. King then. They were into steel and all around close to Mile 2 area. We'll not get to Mile 2 then. But it was just pretty far, so I had to go back to Tenigasa, all the way from Omba.
Mile 2, that's a lot.
That, routing and all that. I went for the interview, I passed the interview. They loved me, the Chinese people, they wanted me to come up like, I don't think I can do this and all that. Then fast track, someone just came one day to Lasura. I was working there at the Lagos State Urban Renewal Authority. That was where I served. Then before I knew it, they kind of absorbed me. I was not a full staff then, so I was working towards being a full staff. And that was when then my general manager started, scouting for other places for me. And before I knew it, I got to Safe Travel Network. So when I got there, I went for the interview. I had to go for aviation training, the basic training, and then the top training. Then I went for my company's training, Safe Travel Network's training. Yeah. And I passed, and that was I started July 2012.
That's amazing. Yes. Oh wow.
So how did you become a trainer?
Oh goodness me. Am I good at talking?
Yes, you are.
Am I good at talking? And before I knew it, funny enough, aviation is all about I didn't envisage what I meant when I got there. Do you understand? But just like, whatever it is they are doing here, I will do it. And God helped me. I started learning. It was not so easy for me because we deal with a lot of codes. You understand? When you are named LOS, you wonder, what is LOS? You're LON. What is LOS? LOS means Lagos. LON means London. You understand? You start learning codes of cities, codes of states, of different countries all over the whole world. It's not easy, my darling. You learn ticketing, and now we are not just ticketers. You understand? We are not just people who make bookings. We are a GDS. It's a global distribution system. So you understand? And how do I define a GDS to people? Like to make it easy for people. A GDS, the way I make it easy for people, we are like the middleman between all travel agencies and airlines around the world. Yeah. So you see that booking they make, that the travel agents will make, that platform in which they make it, it's GDS.
Okay.
That configures it. Okay. So we have 3 GDSs. We have Sabre Travel Network, we have Amadeus, we have Galileo. I work with Sabre Travel Network. Okay. Do you understand? And that was how it started. And my CEO noticed that this one is good. The training, I noticed that when they first started with the little role, I was jittery initially. I was, the first time we were facing the crowd, and I knew it. I'm enjoying this.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Oh, so as a trainer now, do you offer certification? To
yes,
your
my
students?
company offers certification. That's Sabre Travel.
Oh, okay.
Certification. But like I told you, right now I'm a bit on the yeah. So I'm also working in conjunction with some other companies right now. Those they are like the travel agencies. So I work with KingDavidMoses.com company, and I work with Jubari company also. So then now, when you want to go for aviation training, you come there to them, you go for your training, and they give you a certification. And they are.
Oh, that's beautiful. So as an aviator, if one wants to become an aviator, obviously you have to go for the training. But if you're to describe an aviator, what are the skills that they have to possess to be an aviator? Okay,
well, to be an aviator, you must be adept at being able to, get what are the things that your client needs. Your client who wants to travel, what are the things it needs? Where is the country is going to? You understand? You must be able to let them know that, okay, this place to this place is where you to, and this the timing, so that they don't miss their flights. You understand? So the aviator does the job of even both a travel agent, the travel consultant, a tour package, and all that.
Everything.
Everything. Together.
So far so good with all these amazing stories and success stories. What have you learned about this? You know, I won't say you swapped, but kind of you swapped, but you might still swap back to being an aviator. So what have you learned from this process of, you know, growth that you'd like to share?
It's made me appreciate people more, number one. Because in Lasura, Lagos State Environmental Authority, the people I met, fast-tracking people, like I told you, it was my general manager then who fast-tracked me going into Seba, you understand? And from there on, I got to Seba, met a lot of beautiful people also, traveled, met a lot of people, beautiful people also. And so I'm able to learn how to plan, learn how to execute. Do you understand? And because Seba will train you. Seba is not for the weak. My company trained me, they panel beat you in the process. And that was what even gave me the strength to be able to stand on the main road of Oba. I must confess.
I was about to say that.
Because for me to face people that
and
push
talk
you,
to
that
them.
drive you, you understand? Like, no matter how you feel you're weak, by the time you get to Seba, you spend like 6-7 months with them, 1 year with them. 1 and a half years, man, you become a strong person. So I was able to face people on the road. Like initially, I was shy when I got there. I felt, and I'm like, even when I'm marketing Seba, we go to the nitty-gritty to. So why am I shy of marketing my own company? So I was able to face people, be bold, to Christ.
This is what we call preaching the success story.
Telling us the success story. I'm
preaching it like.
But so, I want to ask her one
okay, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, in all this journey, it's been a fantastic story, fantastic journey. Was there any time you met like a way and you like, oh, I shouldn't have done this, or I shouldn't have, you know, taken this job? And how did you pull through if you met any?
Okay, let me start with Seba. When I got into Seba Travel Network, it was pretty difficult for me because I was never IT oriented. And you know, like I told you, everything about aviation, GDS is all about codes. It wasn't easy at all. But eventually, I kept learning, I kept pushing. So I always go to meet my senior colleagues. That was what I did then. I met my senior colleagues. I was not afraid to go meet them. Because you know, now, people always see me as one person that's unapproachable. I don't know why people always think so. I have a very small stature. I dress, you know, I am one fashionista person, and no, don't see me that way, oh, please. Please, I'm very down to earth, please. I'm very close to the ground, sir. So I go with the please, Mr. K, please, I don't understand it. Can you explain this to me? Can you explain this to me? I take my notes, I jot down, I memorize. It was an all new word for me. Coming from somebody that read geography and regional planning, I have to start ramming codes. Because we are talking about this code has to do with somebody's money, ticket money. You miss a single code,
you're in trouble.
Oh, goodness me, you're in trouble. We're talking about millions so, and that was the time. So I kept going to meet my senior colleagues, even the junior one that I feel that no problem, please just teach me.
True.
And
they were good enough to teach you
because they saw how humble I get. It's not better. I wasn't
you know,
shy.
you are lucky. Some bosses will want to, even the junior ones, they will want to.
But I just thank God.
Yeah.
And that was how it was for me.
The grace of God was with you.
Say that.
It's amazing how you have a lot of stories which you can share, and I'm certain if we dig deeper, there are some, you know, experiences that you must have had that you would have loved to share. But our time is up, so we can't even ask more questions. But trust, I know that I am still going to talk to you definitely, because I still want to learn more from your story. I love women who come out very strong and bold, and when it gets to their sector, they own it. Yes, you're crowning yours and you're taking it right, you know,
so
all
let's
the way.
Bring her back.
When bring her back,
you know,
maybe this time around you come and give us a little bit of training on your production, if that is, if you've started, and maybe aviation can also go. All right, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Really enjoyed it. It was wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. We love you from all of us at TV. We do appreciate your coming. Thank you.